morning, 47. We have a lead on the Shadow client. ICA White Hats have traced the anonymous data received by our clients to one Olivia Hall, brilliant young hacktivist and suspect in a dozen cases of cyber vandalism. Using onion routing with state-of-the-art encryption, Hall went to a lot of trouble to stay untraceable. She is good, but we are better. Her digital trail has led us to a remote farm in Colorado, where satellite footage has revealed what appears to be the training camp for a private militia, led by an already registered target, Sean Rose, Australian environmental terrorist and explosives expert wanted for a series of public bombings. Rose was spotted near the scene of Thomas Cross's kidnapping, which makes him our prime suspect for the Shadow client. Spurred by Eric Sodas, the ICA Board of Directors has asked us to infiltrate the farm and eliminate Sean Rose, along with 3 other prominent militia members. Ezra Berg, retired Mossad interrogator, Penelope Graves, former Interpol anti-terror analyst, and finally Maya Parvati, former assassin and gunrunner for the Tamil Tigers. I'll be honest with you, 47. I consider Eric Soda's reasoning hasty and ill-advised. Now, we cannot go against the wishes of the board, but we can conduct our own investigation. Whether a direct threat to the ICA or not, we need to know the Shadow client's true agenda. I will leave you to prepare.
Hello, hello. Welcome back once again to Colorado, and today we're going to take care of the Name Your Poison challenge. For this, basically, we're going to have to poison all 4 targets. So you're going to need quite high mastery levels for all previous levels in this, because I'm bringing with me 2 lethal syringes and a lethal poison vial. One of the syringes I have stashed up at the south gate here, which is where we're heading now. So we're going to retrieve the first syringe. I have the other one on me and the poison vial, and we will pick up another poison vial during the mission. So my first target today will be Penelope Graves, and we're going to take her out in the greenhouse. So what we're going to do is just literally run straight to the greenhouse, poison her drink, and wait for her to arrive. That one's as easy as that. In fact, poisoning both the women is extremely easy. So we're just going to wait for this guy to have his cigarette here, and he's going to go back over and sit down. And he doesn't seem really to notice. He has spotted me doing this in the past, but if you catch him, if you start the actual poisoning just as he sits down, he doesn't seem to spot you, even though he looks pretty much straight at you, as you'll see right here. So we're going to poison him just as he sits down. As you see, he turns around, looks at you, sits down while you're poisoning the drink. So I'm going to come outside the greenhouse. I'm just looking around to see where everybody is. I'm also looking roughly for a good place to stand so we can have a good view of Graves having her drink and dropping down dead. Now I was thinking out here somewhere, but it's kind of an obstructed view even, should I say. So I'm going to go back to where I was originally going to stand, which is just out the front of the greenhouse, basically. Just over by these apricots here. So basically I'm going to stand here. I've cut out a couple of minutes there, waiting for Greaves to turn up, so she's now just arriving. She's going to go into the greenhouse and drink her drink and drop down dead. And that'll be our first poison target, or our first poison kill for our first target. So there goes Greaves now. She's drunk her drink, she's choking to death, dropping to the floor, and gone. So that's target 1 down. Our next stop now is to collect the second lethal poison vial, which is at the water tower, just where we need to get the point man disguise. which we will also be grabbing, and we're going to get that first as it goes. So you want to come into the toilets, turn on the tap and overflow the sink. That'll get someone's attention. I find standing in this corner usually means you won't get spotted, but I have been once. But the door did open the other way for some strange reason. So it doesn't matter which one of these guys comes in really. You're not going to be speaking to Maya. So you just wait for him to turn off the tap, throttle him, take his outfit. And then we're going to make our way outside this room and turn left, and you'll see a TV. And just behind the TV is a bottle of poison. Now that's the one we're going to use for Maya, who we will go for next as we're in the point man outfit. So we make our way over to the big red barn. And as we get there, you will see Maya Parvati has just left. You see her just there on my right, passing the forklift. So we're free to just walk straight in here, poison her drink. I don't think I've ever been spotted doing this when she's not around. And again, we're just going to find a nice little location where we can sit and wait for her to come back, finish her cycle. There she goes. So I have skipped this again, another couple of minutes cut out. So Maya's drunk her drink, she's choking, and she's dropping. There we go. So that's 2 targets poisoned, 2 more to go. And next on our list will be Ezra Berg, and we're going to catch him in his little shed, which means we do need to take out these 2 military elite guys. Quite often, you may have noticed in the videos, I just tend to shoot them in the head, but I have noticed that my 2 little cross guard silent pistols in the corner down by the minimap are still green. So let's see if we can't make this a silent assassin run while we're at it. So I'm going to take these guys out stealthily, which means waiting. But luckily, not very long. So we're going to throttle the first guy, get him in the box. This is the point where I'm usually spotted, which is why I usually end up shooting them. I'm now going to wait round the corner here because the other guy has just come back to the window. He'll see the gun. He'll pick the gun up and take it away. So when he turns round, we're going to walk back round, jump through the window. I'll clean the room out. I'm going to grab all the stuff. I'm also going to put on the outfit now, because we do need this to get to the last target, Mr. Rose. So now we're inside the shed. I'm going to grab the wrench and the basement key and anything else that isn't nailed down. And then I'm going to jump in the cupboard and wait. So grab the hallucinogens. Grab the nitroglycerin, grab the basement key, and then we're going to get in the box and wait. Now I am going to take out the guard when he comes back and put him in here with me, and I've managed to do that silent assassin and cut all that out obviously because it was a long wait while I was doing it. But Ezra is now in the room. So all we've got to do is select our lethal syringe, wait for him to have his back to us, and then we can leave the cupboard, creep up behind him. I tend to do this crouched because if I'm stood up, sometimes they notice, but when you're crouched it seems to have a much higher success rate. And there you go, that's target number 3 down, Ezra Berg. And that just leaves Sean Rose. Now I'm going to take Sean Rose out in the house. Now normally I don't. Normally I take him out on the explosive range. It's much easier to get him out in the open there. But what we're going to do today is essentially we're going to take him out and we're actually going to use his body to get into the tornado shelter in the basement, which will unlock a challenge for you, or a feat. I can't remember what the name of it is. Now, once again, Anubis, notoriously bad timing again. As I get here, and I want to get into that box over there basically, Sean Rose is right here with his bodyguard, who is an enforcer, so we have to wait him out. Now I'm going to wait for Rose to leave here, and I was toying for quite some time with the idea of just waiting here for him, but I decided that the box was probably the better option in the long run. So Sean Rose should be just heading out of the front door. He does stop in the doorway to count to 3 for some strange reason, probably part of his OCD, but he has now left. He's making his way down the path, so I'm going to go and jump in the box. Again, I cut a little bit out, just a bit of waiting time. The same with while I'm in this box here, because I'm in there for quite a while before I actually decide, well, let's go and prepare the basement. You know, Sean Rose is going to be quite a while. So, unlock the basement door. There is one guard down here. And we're going to take him out. As you can see, even with all the cuts and things like that, you can see that the 2 little cross guard silence pistols are still green. So we're still on for the silent assassin. So we need to take this guy out. You don't have to hide his body, really. I do. So, wrench to the back of the head. How that doesn't kill people, I do not know. And we're going to hide his body in this convenient box. So that's the basement cleaned out, nicely ready to go. And now what we're going to do is make our way back up into the main entrance hallway. We're going to get back into the box. Select our lethal syringe beforehand. You can do it while you're in there, or when you get out. I tend to forget, so I'll try to make sure I get the right weapon selected beforehand. But Sean Rose is just coming back into there. You see his bodyguard going up the stairs. He's the one we're waiting on. We want him to finish his walk round the corridor and into Rose's room before we exit the box. And then we stab Sean Rose and instantly lose the silent assassin rating, because just as I did that, a hacker walked in the room and saw me. Actually saw me injecting him, so there goes the silent assassin run. But we've took Sean Rose out, that's enough. That's 4 targets down, all with poison, and that will get you Name Your Poison challenge. We're now going to use Rose's body to access the tornado shelter, which will gain you another challenge. Again, I cannot think of the name of it. I'm terrible for the names of these things. But there you go, that's everything you need. All 4 targets killed with poisons. Like I said at the start, you do need to have quite a few things unlocked, so you will need relatively high mastery in numerous levels to have all those things unlocked easily for you. There is a lethal injection in the basement area of the house. It's on the top of one of the shelves somewhere. It's up really high, but you can get it.
What about the Shadow Clan?
So there you go. I'm going to leave you with this. I've been Agent Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.